Greetings. This is the Mad Hermit with you once again. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Rather than doing a poetry reading or reading of various materials followed by commentary, I'm thinking of basically branching out into a new venue for the Mad Hermit blog by introducing book reviews. So today we're going to cover a book. It's been out for a while, and for those of you who are into the horror or the comedy subgenre or the genre of comedy and horror, probably know what this book is. And it's written actually by the son of Mel Brooks, the famous comedian, actor, writer, and his name is Max Brooks. And basically this book is entitled The Zombie Survival Guide, or as it says, The Complete Protection from the Living Dead. Now, the Zombie Survival Guide is exactly that. It is a guide. Though it's found in the humor section of all major bookstores, it is written exactly from cover to cover as a how-to book in case you find yourself caught in the middle of a zombie infestation. That by itself is the basic thrust of its humor. The subject matter is so ridiculous and so fantastical, yet at the same time it's written in a very technical, very serious tone. Now, I first encountered this book during one of my visits to Barnes & Nobles, and as I was flipping through it, I found it to be very humorous. And there's many aspects of it that really stick out. I mean, they really take the subject matter very seriously. Max Brooks takes the subject matter of zombie infestation very seriously, and according to the book, apparently zombies are origined from this virus called the Solanum virus. And basically, Max Brooks, throughout this book, goes into every detail in not only the technical history of zombies, such as the metabolism of zombies, such as what usually happens to a person as they become a zombie, but he also gives out hints, tips on how to basically survive an infestation, all the way from steps in how to prepare your home or board your own home to protect in case zombies are attacking your home. And he also gives chapters that are devoted to hunting zombies. And in this case, we see that he gives ways in which you could hunt a zombie who's floating in water by, as you can see by this diagram, hopefully you can see it, by harpooning them and then fishing them out and then shooting them when they get to the surface. So overall, it's a very humorous book. I found it to be very funny, but the thing is, the humor does die down a bit after the buzz wears off, after you're done flipping through it, and after you read the first several pages of it. Because, first of all, it's written very technical, it's written very seriously, and given that you have so many pages of it to go through, eventually that humor kind of dies down once you get used to it. But the good thing about this book that actually works in its favor on how it's written is that it's written so convincingly, and it covers so much technical detail down to the realistic level that you actually become absorbed, that you, in a way, become captured into this zombie universe. And, after a while of reading this, you might even say to yourself, wow, this could actually really happen. So even when the humor does die down after the first few pages, after the humor buzz wears off, it is still absorbing enough to keep you reading and keep you coming back to the book over and over again. Now, albeit, I must admit, this is not a Tolstoy novel, this is not a Dickens novel by any long shot whatsoever, but it is still something that's worth a good bathroom read. It is something that, if you are a horror fan, if you are into zombies, and if you are definite Romero fans, because these zombies listed in this guide is more akin to Romero zombies as opposed to, say, the 28 Days Later zombie or the new Dawn of the Dead movie zombies there, where they could run and do other things. This book, this work, is actually a must-have for you. This is definitely something that you want to invest in. For those of you who aren't really interested in this kind of stuff, for those of you who might be looking for a greater, more literary read, obviously this won't be your cup of tea. But honestly, if I was to give it a rating out of 5 stars, for me personally, it is a definite 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now, the Zombie Survival Guide is available in all major bookstores, and to give you a little history, after its release, it really gained a huge cult following. and some of you might already know this. And it became such a success that Max Brooks actually released another book in the zombie universe called World War Z. I'm not too sure about the storyline, but I believe it tells an alternate history in the near future when a zombie outbreak happens, and basically what happens afterwards to human civilization. So if you really enjoy this book, please go out and get World War Z when you have the time. And this has been the Mad Hermit and I'm signing off right now. And I hope you enjoyed this book review, and happy reading.